Welcome everyone to Doga Yoga. My name is Melody. The two playing on the dog bed is Dani and Arlo. And today we're doing a beautiful, warming, find your flow. So we'll be getting into our joints, warming up our body, really preparing ourselves for an awesome week ahead. So come to the top of our mat, plant down our big toes, spread our little toes, really ground down through all four corners of the feet. Face the palms to face the front of the room and find your mountain pose. Inhale, feel the belly, the ribs, the collarbones. And exhale, release. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Start to bring yourself into the present moment, grounding down through all four corners of the feet. Activating the kneecaps, squeezing the glutes as you tuck the tailbone under. Send the shoulder blades down the back and feel the lower belly hollow out. Grow tall through the crown of the head. Feel the neck lengthen as you breathe. When we're ready, we're going to inhale, rise our palms up forwards. We're going to rise our palms up towards the sky. And then exhale, take the arms out towards the side. Bring them back beside the body. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Find that length in the spine. Tuck the tailbone under as we inhale, rise up. And exhale, release. Inhale, take a big arm circle, so palms wide, up overhead, fingertips touch. And exhale, bring the hands back to heart center. So we'll do that again. Inhale, big arm circle, up overhead, fingertips touch. And back to heart center. Notice the sensations as we're waking up the body here with the rise and fall of your breath. Inhale, fingertips touch. And exhale, back to heart center. Press the thumb on the sternum, send the shoulder blades down the back. Find that activity, tuck the tailbone and hollow out the lower belly once more. Inhale, we're going to push our hands up overhead, fingertips touch, shoulder blades down the back. And exhale, send the hands wide, place them on our hips. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, we're going to send our left hand up towards the sky and reach it over to the right, sending the hips towards the left. And exhale, bring it back to center. Place that hand on the hip. Inhale, reach the right hand towards the left, over the body. Send the hips towards the right. And back to center. I'll turn this way so you can see me. Inhale, rise up and reach. And back to center. Inhale, rise up and reach. And back to center. A couple more with the flow of your breath. Take your time. And back to center. Inhale. And exhale. Just wake up the body. One more because it feels so nice. Inhale. And exhale. Hello, puppies. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to keep our hands on our hips here. Ground down through all four corners of the feet. Imagine we're turning the feet outwards. You'll feel that activity. Feel the kneecaps engage a little bit better. The tailbone tuck a little easier. And we're going to take circles with our hips. So send the hips forward and then around and then back to center. Forward, inhale and around. And exhale, back to center. Forward, send them to the right, going around to the back and then to the left, as little or as big as you need, and back to center. Now we'll go the other way. Forward on our inhale, send the hips towards the left, go around in a circle, send them back, and exhale, come back to center. Forward, side, back, other side, and back to center. So just try and make the circles even. If you feel like you're going quite a way on one side, just even it out and go similarly or symmetrically to the other. Forward, back, around, and back to center. How nice is that? Inhale, press into the feet, find length, and soften. Inhale. And exhale. On our next inhale, take our feet a little bit wider than hip distance. Sink the hips down, turn the toes out and breathe here. Slide our hands down our knees. I just want you to rock, play here and just get a little bit of movement going in the hip joints. So flexing one foot and then the other. You might just be doing this super gently. You might be really getting into the hip joint. Just see how stiff or how your body is showing up on your mat today, or how your dogs are showing up on the mat today. And when we're ready, I want us to all sit here. So it might just be a very, the intention of the movement. You might be still quite upright, or you might have the hips quite low. Just go to where feels good. Hands are on our knees. Find that length in the spine. Tuck that tailbone under. And exhale, we're going to send our right shoulder down, looking towards the left, pushing into that knee. So we're twisting the spine here. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale. Hello, puppies. Gentle. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale and exhale. So nice. One more. Inhale, back to center and drop that shoulder down. Inhale, back to center and drop the other shoulder down. Rise on up. Gently straighten the legs, open up the hands, come into your star pose. So nice. Palms up overhead, step the feet in and hands back to heart center. So place our thumb on our sternum, send our shoulder blades down the back and just find connection to the breath here. Find your connection to center. Just be in the here and now and breathe. When we're ready, big arm circle up overhead, fingertips touch. Exhale, we're going to fold forward gently, hinge at the hips here, really take our time. Let the crown of the head melt down, send the tailbone towards the sky and still press into all four corners of the feet. Then you might grab the elbows here. You might have the hands on the shin. Just find what feels good. You might get your thumbs into the hip creases, pull them back, lengthen the spine and fold forward a little bit more. Now find a little bit of movement here. If that feels good for you, you might gently sway side to side. You might straighten one leg and then the other. You might shake the head yes or no. Just get a little bit of gentle movement in here, really waking up the hips, getting into the lower back. Taking weight off that place where we often compress and hold so much tension. When we're ready, find a length in the spine. Come up into halfway lift. So you can come up onto the fingertips. You might come up onto the tops of the knees, or you might even have your hands on blocks and find a length in the spine here. And then exhale, fold forward. We're going to do that 3 more. Inhale, rise on up, halfway lift. And fold forward. Inhale, rise on up. And fold. Gentle puppies. Inhale, rise on up. And fold forward. So nice. You might straighten one leg a little bit more and then the other. You might be still. Just work out. Dani, don't eat the dog food. And breathe. When we're ready, we're going to place our hands on the ground and we can place our hands on blocks. Bend the knees super generously. We're going to step our right foot behind us. So step our right foot back, lower that right knee down. Keep our left knee and our left ankle in alignment. And we're just going to come up onto our right fingertips. Or if you have a block handy, you can have the right hand on a block. We're going to peel our left hand towards the sky, opening up our chest towards the side of the room here. Easy twist. Inhale, find length. And exhale, open. Inhale. And exhale, still pushing into that front big toe, squeezing the hips into the midline and send the shoulder blades down the back. Flowing with the rise and fall of your breath. When we're ready, we're going to sweep this left hand down, put it next to our foot. We might take our block out of the way, put our right hand back down as well. I'm just going to lift this back knee, so really activate it here. Squeeze that calf and then get the left foot back, coming into plank or half plank, whatever variation suits you. Find a length in the spine, really pushing into all 5 fingertips, gripping the mat here. And exhale, lower down the chest first and then the hips. And tuck the toes, press into the hands, rise on up into cobra. And exhale, lower. 3 more. Inhale, rise up. And lower. Flow with the breath here. Inhale, waking up, nourishing your spine, bringing beautiful energy and space to start your day. Inhale. And exhale. So nice. When you're ready, push into the hands and the hips towards the heels. Come into your child's pose. Rest the forehead on the mat and just really connect here. This pose is so beautiful. It allows us to find so much introspection. Send our gaze inward. Just checking in and being present in the body and the breath. Just noticing how you're feeling, enjoying the sensations, enjoying the cool or the different textures of your mat or the ground below, the air on your skin, the clothes touching your body. Just notice that sensation. And when we're ready, rise on up into a tabletop position. Hello, Papa. Hello, darling. Tuck the toes and send the hips up into our downward facing dog. So inhale, find length in the spine. I want us to release in the shoulder blades down the back. Squeeze the biceps in towards one another and send the chest towards the knee. So our knees can be bent. So they don't have to be straight legs here to get a beautiful straight spine. So inhale. And exhale. Now I want you to try and hollow out the lower belly. Find length in the abdomen and tuck the tailbone slightly. That'll help you lengthen the legs and get the heels down if you can and the dogs aren't touching them. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. When we're ready, we're all going to bend our knees, look towards our hands, and we might come down to tabletop here if this is a bit much for you. We're just going to get that right foot back in between our hand. Sink ourselves down into a lunge. So our left knee is down this time. We're going to come into that beautiful twist on the other side. So you might grab a block or you might have your fingers on the ground. Just reaching that right hand high and opening up the body to the side of the room and nourishing the spinal twist here. So find length on your inhale and exhale, revolve. Inhale. And exhale, and the shoulder blades down back. Squeeze the hips into the midline so that knee and thighs are active. And just soften. Feel the upper carriage soften once the legs are more stable. So nice. I need this twist today, guys. It's so good. When we're ready, we're going to place our hand down. We're going to lift this back knee. Now you might take lots and lots of little steps, or you might take one big step up into our forward fold. So beautiful. Really bend the knees, allow the head to release. Hello, darling. Inhale, come on up, halfway lift. Perfect time for doggy kisses and attacks. And exhale, fold forward. Push into the feet, rolling up, vertebra by vertebra, big arm circle, up overhead, fingertips touch, and back to heart center. And we'll take one more big arm circle, up overhead, fingertips touch. You might take a little back bend here. Squeeze the glutes, send the hands back, hips forward. So just really gentle to protect the lower back. Come back to center, take the hands wide and fold forward. Now straight or bent knees this time. We've started to work or get some heat into the body. Inhale, come on up, halfway lift, tops of the fingers or the knees. And exhale, fold. We're going to bend our knees generously. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Bend our knees generously and step our left foot back into our lunge. So lower down onto that back knee, rise on up. And we're going to twist. So place our left hand down, open ourselves back up to the right and breathe. Inhale, find length and soften. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, find length and then lower that top hand back down. Now frame the front foot, lift that back knee up and come into your plank. So half plank, full plank, doesn't matter, whatever your body needs. Send the shoulders forward, squeeze the biceps in, tuck the tailbone under, hold here in plank for 3, 2, 1. Send the crown of the head slightly more forward and lower down slowly, chest first, chaturanga. Untuck the toes, press into the hands, come up into cobra. And exhale, lower. Make your way into your child's pose. Beautiful, nourishing pose. Have a little moment to just relish and be. And then tuck the toes under, push into the hands and come up into your downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. You might want to bring some movement into the body, lowering one heel and then the other. You might like to be still. Just be intuitive, guys. Find what feels good. Now we're going to get this left foot back up in between our hands. And do that however you can. You might lower the knees down into your tabletop position and get it through. Or you just might get it through in one go. Whatever works for you. Sink the hips down. Open up the shoulders. Now you might have a block, or you might just keep this right hand on the ground and peel the left hand up towards the sky. Shoulder blades down the back and breathe. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more big, beautiful breath here. Send this top hand down, frame that front foot, lift the back knee, step on up into your forward fold and really just let any tension go. Find length on your inhale in the spine. Get rid of any compression and then exhale, release. So have your knees as bent as you need to have a straight spine. So relax the head down. You might shake the head yes or no. Take it in circles. You might grab your elbows and rock side to side. When ready, push into the feet, really round out. Come on up, vertebra by vertebra. Big arm circle up overhead, fingertips touch. Squeeze the glutes, little back bend. Back to heart center. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Take our hands wide and just place them on our hips here. Place weight into our left foot, lift our right toes up. We're going to step ourselves back, coming to the long edge of our mat. So turn our toes in, our heels out just slightly, so the outside edges of our feet are parallel with our mat. Inhale, find length in our spine. Tuck our tailbone under, so we're finding that beautiful length without creating compression in our lower back. And exhale, we're going to fold forward here. So you might have a block that you put your hands on, or you might just hinge at the hips. Activate the kneecap so they're not tracking in and just fold. So your hands can stay on your hips. You might put them under your shoulders or just go to where feels good. So inhale, find length wherever you are. And exhale, fold a little deeper. Inhale. And exhale, you might send the weight into the toes and the balls of the feet rather than towards the heels. That'll help you get a beautiful stretch and help you more easily hinge from the hips. Now notice where you're putting weight. Are you putting or loading weight into one hip or the other? Are you swaying side to side? And just try and create evenness in the body here. So bring yourself back to center as you flow with the rise and fall of your breath. Now optional here, send the right hand forward. So reach it, just walk it forward, reach it forward. And send the left hand towards your right shin. So just gently twisting the body here. So find length on your inhale and exhale, gently revolve. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. When we're ready, release, come back to center, walk both hands underneath the shoulders, find length in the spine and exhale, fold. Walk the left hand forward, walk the fingers towards the left shin, the right fingers towards the left shin, and just revolve towards the other side. Being super gentle with your body here. Breathing gently, still finding that center in the hips, so you're not overloading one joint or the other. We're creating symmetry and protecting and creating strength rather than overloading. So breathe, relax the shoulders, relax the jaw, relax the neck, and just gently see if you can get yourself or guide yourself further into the revolution. When you're ready, come back to center, walk both hands underneath the shoulder, find length, bend the knees generously here, push into all four corners of the feet and find that external rotation. So push the big toes into the ground, imagine we're turning them away, you'll feel that activity in the legs, and then rise on up. Take the palms wide, I want the heels in, the fingertips up, just come into our star pose, find length. Take the hands up overhead, feet in, and hands back to heart center. Place our thumb on our sternum and just find our center here. Find our stillness and just observe the body with the rise and fall of our breath. Inhale, big arm circle up overhead, fingertips touch. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. We're going to bend our knees generously, step both feet back and come into a tabletop position this time. Now I want us to cross our ankles behind us and just rock over onto our buttocks, nice and easy. Send our legs long out in front of us and just pick up our left foot, bring it into the thigh. Find length here, so take whatever you need. You might grab a block or a cushion underneath your tailbone to help you get that length. You might wriggle some of the butt cheeks out of the way. Just find what feels good, find that length, and then exhale, just gently lean forward with a straight spine. So you might just have an intention here and just lean forward very gently. It might just be a millimeter, or we might be able to come quite forward. You might feel that hip open up quite easily. So just go with where your body is today. There is no right or wrong. And what we're doing is setting that intention for the movement. We're working the muscles, working the fascia and the tendons and the ligaments where they're at today. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more. And release. Rise on up, walk on up, super gently, so nice. We're going to lengthen our left leg and just take the same on the other side, super easy. Bring the right foot into that left thigh. Make sure the knee, hip, and foot are in alignment. Find that length, get yourself comfy. You might put a block under your hips. Length and then fold. Walk the hands forward, it might just be a millimeter. And just release here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, finding length in the spine. And fold. When we're ready, make our way super gently up into seated. So nice. We're going to just plant both of our feet on the ground. Heels in, toes up, grab the thighs, find length in the spine. We're just going to take a little bridge pose. So you might zip the knees and ankles together, core is on, and then lift the legs up. Inhale and exhale. And if you shake and come out and have to come back into it, completely fine. Inhale and exhale. You might send the hands wide. You might start to straighten the legs a little bit. Find where it feels good for you today. And when we're ready, we're all going to lower the legs down, plant the feet on the ground, and just roll on down onto our backs. I'm just going to wriggle into the middle of the mat here. So nice. Inhale. And exhale. Send the right leg long. Bring the left knee into your chest and just give yourself a little squeeze here, a little wriggle side to side. We'll place the right hand on the left knee, the left hand out beside us, gaze towards those left fingertips, and just revolve towards the right. Breathing here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Find your connection to body, find your connection to breath, and just allow yourself to soften, observe, and release. When you're ready, come back to center. So good. Give yourself a little squeeze, wriggle side to side, send that left leg long. Bring the right knee in towards your chest and just hug here. You might take circles, you might be still. Just find what feels natural for your body. Send that right hand out long. Just send the right knee over towards the left. So good. Keep that right shoulder on the ground, the gaze towards the right fingertip. So we're just creating a beautiful revolution of the spine. All creating a beautiful twist. Imagine we've got a sponge and we're twisting one way and one the other. That's what we're doing with our spine now, creating a range of motion and space for our vertebra. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Just soften, relax, and release. When we're ready, gently come back to center. Bring both knees into your chest. Give yourself a little bit of a hug here and just take little figure eights, little circles with the knees, massaging out the lower back against the earth. So you might rock side to side, you might focus on a specific area. Just notice the differences, the rise and fall of your breath. And when we're ready, we can stay here. We can bring our knees in towards our armpits and our feet towards the ceiling. Come into happy baby. So nice. Getting into our inner thighs and just be here. Observe the sensations. You might rock side to side. You might be still. You might straighten one leg and then the other. Just play. When you're ready, release your feet, place your feet on the ground and just come into Savasana in your own time. So a place of deep rest, deep relaxation and deep ease. Find the symmetry in the body to wriggle out. Make sure you're super comfortable. Palms facing out, feet just flop out to the side and shoulder blades are melting down the back. Inhale, feel the belly and ribs, the collarbones. And exhale, just surrender and release. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Take a few deep breaths here, just allowing yourself to really revel and just enjoy the simplicity and beauty of this moment. When we're ready, we'll gently send our arms up overhead, raise our fingertips towards the sky and reach towards the top of the room. Wriggle the fingers and toes, or you might have a doggy attacking you. Just bring some gentle movement back into the body here. And when we're ready, we'll roll over onto a side that suits you, using your arm as a pillow. And come up into a seated position in your own time. Oh, Dani, someone's excited this morning. Inhale, feel the belly, the ribs, the collarbones. And exhale, soften and release. We'll take one big arm circle all together up overhead to finish class today. Fingertips touch. And back to heart center in Anjali Mudra. Sending you lots of love and gratitude, beautiful yogis. Namaste.